Kairos x SCP Foundation. Part 1. The Arrival of the Void. The Void had no beginning, no end, no time, no space, no laws. It was not dark, nor was it light. It simply was. The God of the Void had existed before existence itself, not as a being, not as a presence, but as absence. It was the final equation, the unbalanced sum, the cosmic zero, the ultimate nullifier. And yet, for all the eternity it had spent being nothing, it had one indulgence: curiosity. Of all the specks of dust floating through the endless expanse of the universe, one in particular stood out: Earth, a tiny blue rock, insignificant in the grand scale of creation, and yet it was trying. These humans, these frail, mortal, doomed creatures, they were clawing at something greater. They were looking up at the stars and asking questions no one else had dared to. They weren't even close to understanding the Void. Hell, they barely understood their own universe, but they were trying. And that was enough to amuse the God of the Void. So for the trillionth time, or maybe the first time, linear time was a stupid concept anyway, it made a decision. It would help them. And so the God of the Void became Kairos, a human form, a name that sounded dramatic enough to be taken seriously, but casual enough to roll off the tongue. A mind shaped by curiosity, wisdom, and just the right amount of chaotic unpredictability. The moment he incarnated, the universe shifted. Reality twisted, laws broke, and for the briefest fraction of a second, everything, literally everything, ceased to exist. Then, just as quickly, it all came back. Unfortunately, something had gone slightly wrong. Instead of materializing in a quiet little bookstore in Tokyo, or a cafe in Paris, or literally anywhere normal, Kairos found himself standing in a place that reeked of antiseptic, paranoia, and fluorescent lighting. Concrete walls, bulletproof glass, thick steel doors with ominous red labels. Armed guards, scientists in lab coats. The unmistakable hum of a containment facility. Kairos tilted his head. Well, shit. One of the guards, a man with a buzz cut and an expression that screamed, "I don't get paid enough for this," was the first to react. "Hands in the air," he barked, raising his rifle. Kairos sighed, glancing down at his completely empty hands. "Man, I literally just got here. You think I smuggled in a nuke under my fingernails? Hands in the air now." Kairos shrugged. All right, don't get your tactical panties in a twist." He raised his hands lazily. "There, happy." A scientist, an older man with glasses and a clipboard, probably way too underpaid for this shit, leaned in and whispered to a colleague. "Did he breach containment? I don't recognize his designation." The second scientist, a woman with tired eyes, checked a tablet. Negative. No alarms were triggered. He just appeared. Kairos grinned. "Ding, ding, ding. Give the lady a prize. Now, does anyone want to explain where the hell I am?" The first guard stepped forward. "You're in a classified facility. You don't need to know more than that." Kairos raised an eyebrow. "Oh, I see. Big scary secret base, full of spooky stuff, top secret experiments, SCP Foundation, right?" The scientist with the clipboard flinched. "How do you know that name?" Kairos rolled his eyes. "Buddy, I know a lot of things. I also know you've got a dude in a gas mask somewhere in this facility who can snap my neck by looking at me, a statue that plays red light, green light with people's spines, and a whole bunch of bureaucratic nonsense that somehow makes you guys worse than the things you contain." The guards tensed, rifles clicked, safety switches disengaged. Kairos sighed. "Oh, come on. If I wanted to kill you guys, I wouldn't need to monologue first. I'd just blink and boom, this whole place would turn into a lovely pile of space dust. But I'm not here to do that, so maybe we can all take a deep breath and chill the fuck out." There was a long, tense silence. Then the older scientist nodded to one of the guards. "Get 05 on the line, now." Kairos smirked. 05, huh? Fancy. Hope they're more fun than you guys. Anomaly designation pending. They escorted Kairos down a seemingly endless hallway, the hum of fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. The guards flanked him on either side, rifles still pointed at him, though he could tell they were nervous. Smart. So, Kairos said casually, stuffing his hands into his pockets. You guys gonna put me in a box, or what? Maybe give me a fancy SCP number? Ooh, how about SCP-9999? Nice and dramatic. No response. Kairos sighed. Tough crowd. They reached a heavily reinforced containment room. Inside, a table, a single chair, cameras in every corner. Kairos whistled. Damn, this is cozy. You guys always treat your guests like this, or am I just special? The guards didn't answer. They shoved him into the room, locked the door, and left him alone. Kairos sighed, leaning back in the chair. All right, let's see how long it takes before someone with actual authority shows up. As if on cue, a hidden intercom crackled to life. State your designation, a voice said. It was deep, authoritative, but calm. Oh, 5-level calm. Kairos grinned. Call me Kairos. You are not in our database. No shit, I kinda just got here. A pause. Are you an anomaly? Kairos chuckled. That's a loaded question. From your perspective? Probably. From mine? Not really. Another pause. Explain. Kairos leaned forward, resting his arms on the table. All right, let's keep it simple. I'm the god of the void, but don't freak out. I'm not here to wreck your little house of horrors. Just observing. Maybe helping if I feel like it. Silence. Then the voice spoke again. That is an extraordinary claim. Kairos grinned. Oh, buddy, you have no idea. A click. The intercom went silent. Kairos leaned back and stretched. Well, guess I'll just chill here until someone figures out what to do with me. And so he waited. Patient, amused, curious. After all, it wasn't every day that the strongest being in existence just walked into the SCP Foundation's front door.